Hi Collective, welcome to my channel. I'm Crystal, I'm a psychic medium here delivering you messages from the higher realms. So if you were guided to my reading and you are not subscribed, you should be, because it's more fun to catch my readings in real time because I always talk about the cosmic alignments and what's going on, right? But they're always timeless, so know that. So we're connecting with this new moon energy in Aquarius. This is such a beautiful new moon because it's the first supermoon of the year. And being in Aquarius, in the age of Aquarius, oh my goodness. There's going to be major advancements. There's so much going on, like new spiritual gifts are emerging for my healers, and so you're discovering that, and for a lot of you, you're realizing that you very much are a healer and having special skills and abilities. And I'm going to be doing lots of different fun readings where I pull, you can see all my decks I have over there, multiple different oracle decks. But what I've been really feeling to do with my readings first have been for healing, because of the cosmic alignments, this is a very, very big time for healing, because in the month of February of 2024, we have a lot going on, but we have our Chiron, our wounded healer, that is conjuncting the North Node, which does not often happen. And your North Node is about your destiny and your life path, and when this is happening, it's clearing out so much trauma and woundings. A lot of these woundings that are being freed from a lot of us are deep childhood woundings that we've had, of abandonment, of just all sorts of self-worth, all sorts of things. And being in the year of an 8, the 2024 numerology is the year of an 8, because you add all the digits together to get a single digit, if you don't know where I'm getting the numerology from. But being in a year of an 8, that is about infinity, right? And it's finally about closing those cycles, coming back together with, coming full circle with where you're supposed to be, like your destiny, right? As you often see the infinity symbol, right, is about your destiny and coming full circle. And it's also in the tarot, it's the number 8, which is the strength card. So it's about finally getting that strength and that courage and that confidence to finally heal these woundings, right? Realizing you're not going to let these things set you back anymore. So you see what I mean? Like, all of these things are coinciding together for this to be a very, very impactful new moon. And this new moon, it's all about setting intentions in these new cycles, and you're feeling very powered up at this time. You're rediscovering yourself, you're finding your truths. A lot of you could be feeling as though you're completely changing, moving in a new direction. And that was the biggest thing that I was getting yesterday on the new moon. The download I was getting is, it's like you're all of a sudden, you're just going to be getting like a realization and it's going to be like a 180. You're going to completely think of something in a new way. It's like, say you always have family members, things like that are coming after you. So you've been very defensive and guarded, and you've had this mindset like, you know what, I'm going to block them out, I'm not letting them. And then all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, that's the old ways I've always done things, being boundaries and being defensive. But really, it's not healing it, is it? So now it's like, instead of you walking away, you're going to turn around and you're going to face it. And now maybe you're going to find a new approach. Like, okay, why is this happening? Why, what do I need to do to heal this, right? Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you've always been trying to heal things within your family, and you're like, you know what? Nope. You ain't ever going to let this go. You just holding me back. I'm gonna go on my way. So that's what I mean. You got to take it however you feel it fitting. But there's this major realization, right? And moving in new directions, right? New healers will emerge and previous healers will come into new gifts and talents. Like I was saying, this is so beautiful. Releasing of new AI tech, this is very innovative time. So it's very exciting to, and you could be realizing soulmates uniting and dream. Like, for a lot of you, you could be realizing that you were in connections that were karmic, that were meant to teach you lessons. But you could be realizing that it's almost like your love is fading, because when you realize that if you had a connection just on the physical level, like if there was lust, if there was a lot of passion and things like that, but it was driven by lust, and lust is ran by, of course, sex, but it's also like money, material. I always relate it to like the devil energy, right? Because the devil can control through money, material, and sex, and what is appealing to you, right? And not by off of the heart. So if you realize, like, all of a sudden, if someone stops buying you gifts and spending money on you and spoiling you that way, you could start to be feeling a little bit different if, wasn't in the heart, right? And if that's why it's like, if you've ever been in a connection where, you pull back your energy and you stop being intimate. If you ever feel like just everything just all of a sudden, like, they start to look different to you, they start to, all of that, you could be realizing like, wow, yeah, that was lust, not love, right? And that's all fine. It's all meant to teach you things, right? And then you could be realizing that you were settling for things and being in situations due to fears of being alone. It's like, for a long time I was in situations where I was like, like, if I'm being blessed in a situation with love, like, I can't shut it away or turn it away, because it's like turning away love, because there's some people that, would love to be in a connection that are all alone, right? Well, you need to realize that, when you're putting that time, when you're not with anybody, you're meant to be spending that time in isolation and working on loving yourself. But if you're in a situation like that and you're really not truly in love and happy, then you have fear of abandonment issues, where you feel of being alone. You feel that if you shut this person out, that you're then going to be all alone and not find somebody better. You know what I mean? Like, that fear of being alone, those really said to abandonment wounds. And a lot of us have them because, growing up in the childhood in this workforce planet, right? A lot of our parents were pulled, away from us to work and not getting enough time. And that can make a child grow up feeling not lovable and things like that, not getting enough time with their family. I know that was the case with me, right? I remember when I was really young, I was always put, in daycare, and then the after school programs and all of that. My parents always got back late. We even had a point where my house cleaner would, watch us, for hours at a time. So my parents, you know what I mean? It was always like, my dad would always try to buy me things when he could to make up for him not being there. So I grew up thinking that money and material things, bought happiness and love. I was all messed up. I didn't know what love was, right? So, like, for the longest time, I didn't even know, to me, it was just like, well, I'd rather have somebody around me than nobody, because there was a long time where I was by myself a lot, so yeah, I do not like being alone. I don't handle myself very well because I didn't as a child. So yeah, there's all these woundings, right, that are finally closing out, but it's like, I can't, and for a while, like, I was mad at my parents and things like that, but realizing that, no, I need to heal that. I need to let that go, things like that. So that's just giving an example. Maybe for some of you, maybe, you could have a wounding that you don't realize is there, right? And it's not anybody's fault, right? It's just our world, and so let it go. Right? So there's major changes, right? All right. So anyways, there's this energy too that's been coming out about being very delicate, right? Because I feel sometimes we get very passionate and in our feelings, and especially being in this year of Leo, right? We really want to, Leo the lion, we really want to take action, charge. We're very passionate, right? So, but be careful to not create too much with your words. So hold some of that passion back. Remember to breathe, right? And when you're being expressive, like, don't go popping off. Think about what you're going to say before you say it, things like that. So I've been getting this delicate because, like I said, for some of you, you're getting this confidence that you want to be expressive and you want change, but just being delicate with saying it. It's like, maybe if you decide that you need to separate from family, for your self-health and worth, just slowly, start to do that, handle it in a good way. Just start staying focused on you. Don't say things like, you know what, you ain't gonna be around me no more, you're too damn toxic. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. Be delicate with your words, because it's going to impact how you heal and move forward, is what I'm getting. All right, so I've been picking up a lot. I talk about color frequencies, me being a psychic. I pull in energies on all of my clairs and what I'm feeling, things like that. All sorts of stuff down to my dreams. So I may be talking about dream spirit animals, all sorts of different things. So I talk a lot about frequency of color, right? Because me being very pulled in on colors and frequency and the vibration. So I talk a lot about that. And you can always look at the colors, that you see me talking about, referencing to what I'm wearing, because it all goes together for how they have me put together my readings, right? So I've been feeling this light pink and light green energy, but the green's coming out very significant, so it's guided me to the greens. And they even threw some purple in, which I realized they probably want me to grab some hummingbirds because of the purple and the green. that I have, which is very beautiful, because the hummingbirds come about when there's high vibrational energy. And that's also why they want you to be delicate too, because they want you to be in this high vibrational energy because of what's coming in for you. Right? All right. Because things are coming in to upgrade you. Right? Wow. Okay. So like I said, so much is coming in. I'm so excited. And I'm very tapped in, being a moon empath, being a moon child, Islamic Cancer. I pick up so much on that, right? But anyway, so I feel that some storylines are going to be coming across to the tarot first. And if you don't feel that those are fitting for you, then maybe you're here for the teachings or whatever, and just take whatever you feel is for you. Any part that's not, just leave it out, right? All right, so I feel guided to the Witch's Garden. Right? This is a newer deck that I got that it picks up a lot on children. And I've had some readings coming out for things that are going on with some children. That's also why, too, I feel there's this delicate energy, because for some of you, you're dealing with children. See, and it's like, see, even here, this represents, I believe, the Hierophant, right? It's like 2 children are going to her for help, right? It's the only card that I have this, right? So, you know, there's, to me, there's this innocence here. There's this help that's needed for children. It's like maybe a child is trying to reach out for help and they don't know how to. Or it's like them going to God. I'm getting this energy like, or Divine's letting you know there's some sort of help. Look, I flip right to it. See, I can't make out. There's, thank you, sirs. There's this energy, right? And it's the Hierophant. You know, which represents God, divine, source energy. But it's like every time I see this, I focus on, it's like the children are going to help. So, you know, maybe this has to do with 2 children or something to do with the 2s, because we are in the portal of February that opened up on February 2nd and will be to the 22nd. See, and there's this 7 of Pentacles. And then, you know, that's about waiting and patience. I feel somebody's needed to be very patient. Maybe you've had a lot of patience with children or something, but, you know, this can also represent legalities. It can represent legal things like that. Somebody could be going through something with a child through the justice system or something like that, right? And it's like, so now all of a sudden I'm feeling this energy is, it's like of, you know, I'm getting this like worried, scared energy, like someone's like wanting to, you know, which of course they would, right? Children don't understand, you know, a lot of times what they do, because a lot of times they could be acting out for attention and then it goes south or sideways, you know, very, very quickly, right? And that's why they have so many chances, you know, for children with like and it's very beautiful that they do, because our children are, you know, are learning, especially if they're going through situations, right? So I'm getting there's this delicateness that needs to have happen, and the more that you can hold back your words and the things, like, you're gonna feel so much better. I'll put some of my situation out there, because of course it's coming out because it's what I'm feeling, but it's what I'm told to do, because us being healers, a lot of times we heal by sharing how we've healed. So something big that happened with me is, like, I have been struggling a lot with my oldest son, right? And I was like, I will get justice, you know, with everything that he's doing, right? And I had my chance to, when we went to court last week, and literally, like, the judge had asked me, what do you have to say about all of this? And the night before, I had told him, you know what? I'm telling the judge all this stuff that you've been doing, that you've been getting, you know, and he was really scared, like, Mom, don't you dare, like, you're not going to court. I'm like, somebody needs to hear it. I'm like, this is my time to get justice, right? I've warned you, and I've warned you, and I've warned you, but, you know, that morning I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, yeah, I'm going to express what I feel needs to be said. I'm going to do it calmly. You know, I'm going to do it the right way. You know, I'm not just going to go venting and everything and what I feel should happen, because they take into consideration, you know, what the parents and family, you know, think. So, but no, literally at that court hearing, like, I was just, the only thing I talked about was him not going to school. I didn't bring up all of these things because I wanted to handle it delicately, and I wanted him to get a chance. It's like even me saying it the night before and imposing that fear of knowing what I could release everything that he's been doing, right? It's kind of like, you know, I'm going to do this delicately, like at the next court hearing. So I told him, all right, if you want me to get you, you know, a public defender, an attorney, whatever, to help you, right, for your next court hearing, like you're going to show me respect, you're going to show me you're going to follow these rules, you're going to be going to school, things like that. You show me that respect, right, we'll go from there. So it was like I felt so much better that, you know, I handled it very delicately and giving him the chance to make those changes, right? So you're going to feel better the more that you can handle things delicately, right? Like I would have probably felt so awful if I just would have ran my mouth off and he just would have went and got locked up and not even given the chance to try to. And sometimes they go sideways anyways. Like even after all of that, he's just okay. But I'm not going to get too much into it. So if you want to know more about what happens, we have there will be updates on what's going on to come here. All right. So anyways, because it's all going to be helpful, right? It's really been showing me too all the different resources and agencies. Like I literally have multiple agencies right now, even just locating my son, and different resources and help that I didn't even know was available to me has been coming about too. So there's definitely, I really feel with this new moon, like they're giving me new ways that I mean, and I've been reaching out for 6+ months, just different agencies, the numbers of resources, and it's like nothing's been working, right? But I knew I needed to stop saying like nothing's working. They keep just, you know, really like, because it's like especially children, right, that are in transition and going through things, they give them more chances, you know. It was like, but my son was feeling like he was untouchable and he could do anything and just keep getting released and getting away with it and things like that. So, you know, he was getting away with the laws here, but you don't get away with breaking spiritual law, right? You don't. In karma, definitely, you may think you're getting away with stuff, but that's often how things work too. Just like when a case is getting built against you. You know, children don't realize that. A lot of times they don't just bust you the first time on something. They build a case on you. They keep, you know. So anyways, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to. But 2 of Wands with the Chariot. 5 of Wands. There's a new path. I feel there's a new way you weren't seeing before. Right? There's definitely movement here. You could be completely letting go of a way that you were holding on to with security before. You could be completely, like, there's this shift of direction. It's like if you were trying to bring something with you, it's going to the next. Like, you know, like I've always been trying to figure out how to fix everything like myself within my own family. I finally realized that, like, no, I definitely need resources. I definitely need an intervention to help me, right? So I definitely need to let go of the idea of that I can handle all of this myself. Do you know what I mean? Like there's this, you know, there's this change of things. And 5 of Wands, there's definitely battle and conflict. It's interesting, I see these birds fighting over worms, right? And I seen 2 birds yesterday that were fighting over something. And they started spinning very, very fast. And they started to fall. And I was literally watching them. They were fighting over something. And they fell right into a tree. And then they broke apart or whatever. And stuff, but I was just, wow, they were so caught up in the fight that they didn't even realize that they were downward spiraling so fast that they hit this tree. So that's something too, it's significant. Like, don't get so caught up in this fighting that you're gonna mess up, you know what I mean? Like, if it would have been like me in court, if it would have been like, nope, I'm gonna have the last word, I'm gonna have my authority, like, and ran my mouth to everything, and then all of a sudden, you know, he has, you know, a whole bigger mess and not, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be careful with the fighting, you know, like they're right next to matches and fire and stuff like that. Like if those birds aren't careful, like those worms aren't going to matter because their little wings are going to be on fire and burnt, you know? That's like, is it worth fighting over a piece of food if then you can't fly, you know? Okay, so yeah, so justice is here, you know. That's why a lot of times there is divine intervention. Divine sees what's going on. So you need to just wait for divine intervention, right? Just don't get caught up in, you know, a lot of times Five of Pentacles that way. With the King of Swords. Like, you know, like those two are right outside of church, right? Struggling. And this card often represents like they don't even realize that they're outside of church because they're not looking at it. Their backs are to it. So, you know, maybe with the King of Swords needing to speak up and communicate. It's like sometimes you need to say that you need help, right? There's so much confidence in reaching out and asking for help, right? It's just like I'm given all of these resources, right? But if I don't call and express and communicate, then how are those resources going to help me? So maybe somebody's realizing maybe just this new direction is finally speaking up, taking action. There's Ace of Pentacles here. Wow, Nine of Swords is in reversed. I picked this. Oh, yeah, some of them got flipped around in reverse. I was going to say maybe the blockages are being eliminated once you foresee this new way. See, she's holding a spider web on her finger with this. I feel this Ace of Pentacles. It's been there for a little while for you. But for whatever reason, yeah, it's right next to the Hangman. You needed to get a new perspective. So there is something here about just getting a new perspective and then you're getting out of like a stuck situation. Huh, seeing like I've been seeing tree houses lately. I walked by one just yesterday and my daughter was reminding me that we're going to build her a tree house when we get our new home. But those children are falling out of a tree house and it's on fire. See, so there's tree house symbolism for me. Which like I said in the beginning, I share these things. So look up the symbolism behind a tree house. Because when you notice things in synchronicity in your life, they're messages. Whether it's a symbol, whether it's in spirit animal, a guide, there's a message there. Wow, there's an Emperor and a Magician reverse. So I mixed up some of my deck, but maybe there was somebody that's black magic. Somebody could have been messing around, manipulating a situation, getting you to see something. Maybe for some of you, you're dealing with a distorted masculine. So maybe for some of you, there's an influence of a distorted masculine that's allowing you to see things. It's like, say you're in a situation with somebody where they were just like, nope, you need to cut them off. You need to not have them in your life. You need to let them go. Nope, shut them out. Da-da-da-da-da. Very toxic, right? Maybe being forceful with it, maybe fighting with this child, right? And that's just always in your mindset because you're just like, nope, they're never gonna, like, they're right, authority, action, but no, maybe their perception's wrong, maybe it's bleeding into your perception. So maybe if you're like, you know what, no, I'm not gonna listen to you, I'm gonna heal this situation, I'm going to go this way. Maybe there's something about that. Right? New perspective. Remember I said don't let people influence you? Or I can't keep track of what reading I said that in. But I've said you need to live life for you, not for others. Right? Don't let other people influence your thoughts, your actions, which they do, unfortunately. I just flipped that one out. Did you see that? What is it? Six of Wands. Wow! Yes! Look! Six of Wands with the Ten of Cups, baby. Oh, look, and those children are happily playing, right? Ah, Star card. There's definitely healing from a family. Oh, that's so sweet. So whatever this is, there is victory here. It may not look like it, but there's victory here. It looks like there's peace because that cat is curled up right next to that dog right there. That kitty wouldn't be curled up next to that dog if it didn't feel that there is peace in a family. So maybe for some of you, it's a girl and a boy. If you've had children that are fighting, things like that, there's going to be healing here. I love it. So see, maybe you've always had a perspective that things were not going to work out. There was always going to be fighting, right? Within a family. No. There's healing. Look at the Sun card. It's got the twins on it. This is so beautiful. Can you see it? And I've been picking up a lot on this yellow-orange frequency in my readings the last couple of days and picking up a lot of yellow and orange. And this card has just yellow and orange on it. It's beautiful. Wow. I love this. Seven of Wands. Huh. She's even, like, I'm just trying to see, feel like she's holding the torch up there. It's like others are helping her light the way. Like it's almost like lifting her up, right? And Four of Wands. That's stability, structure within a family. The Ten of Pentacles is right here. Wow. You could be seeing 1010 frequency, seeing that number. That's significant. So if you've been seeing 1010's confirmation, this is your reading. Wow, this is beautiful. And it's the two best cards. With the Sun, Six of Wands, Four of Wands. Look at all this beautiful energy. Everybody getting along. Yeah, Three of Cups. Union, celebration. There's this beautiful frequency coming in. 2600 on the clock as I say that. I look right at 2600. So that's another frequency number. Universe talks to us through numbers. Each number holds frequency. Right? It's related to the letters of the alphabet too. Each letter of the alphabet has a frequency number. It's a Pythagorean alphabet, right? There's something very significant with that. So you can get more messages behind the number frequencies that I tell you, source code, that's what I call it. The coding behind the universe. Pay attention to the numbers, synchronicities that you're seeing, symbols. Wow. Yeah, there's a healing that's definitely underway here. Look, divine call judgment on Nine of Swords situation. There's just too much that was going on. So it's almost like it's been bringing in resources, I feel, and reinforcements. And maybe you weren't seeing them, but I think now you are. Sometimes you don't realize why things are happening. And then all of a sudden you'll realize why. It's so beautiful. Yeah, full card energy. There's definitely a new beginning here, and he looks very confident in taking that path. There's something about white too. I've been picking up a lot of white animals lately. I've been seeing them literally everywhere, right? There is 2 white horses there. There is a white dog right there. And there's another white dog with the Fool. So there's something with white. And white's about innocence, purity. You can look up dogs and white animals, too. Yeah, look, Six of Pentacles. It's so beautiful. All right. So I'm going to close this reading out saying love and light to all of you. Definitely watch whatever you feel guided to. But know that I do upload my readings normally in 3s. Right? So the readings can go together, build off of each other. But watch whatever you feel guided to, right? And definitely subscribe. That way you'll get notifications on when I drop my videos. Donate to me energetically by liking the video, commenting. All right. So that's what I got. Love and light to all of you. Bye.